Order of operations. Okay, the order of operations is what we follow when we answer questions. So BEDMAS, or BEDMAS, is how we remember that order, and it stands for brackets, exponents, division, multiplication, addition, and finally subtraction. So it's important to remember that brackets are always done first in a question. Exponents are then always done second. Now, division and multiplication, these basically have the same power if you want to think about it that way. So we don't necessarily do division before multiplication. We do whichever one of these comes most to the left in the problem. And then the same thing then we do addition and subtraction, and these both have the same power, again, if you want to think about it that way. So whichever one comes most to the left in the problem will be whichever one we do first. So the best way to look at this is to do some examples. All right, so here we have bracket 3 plus 2, close bracket, times 6 minus 8. So we need to follow BEDMAS when we do this. And when we follow BEDMAS, what we're going to do is do this step by step and underline the operation we do first, solve it, and then write the rest. So starts with B, stands for brackets. Of course, in the brackets is what we will do first. So we will underline that to highlight that this is what we're doing. So in the brackets, it says 3 plus 2. So we're going to do that first, and 3 plus 2 is 5. Then we'll write out the rest. So times 6 minus 8. We don't change the order, we just write it out. So now we can look at this here on its own, and then we're going to follow BEDMAS again. So now multiplication is done before subtraction. So this is the one we do next, and we will underline it to highlight that. So we'll work out what's 5 times 6, that's 30. So we write the answer, and then we write out whatever's left. So that's minus 8. So of course there's only one thing left to do here, it's 30 minus 8, but we can also highlight this to be super clear that we're doing 30 and subtracting 8. So that gives us 22, and 22 is the solution to this original question. Let's look at another one. 4 times 6 plus 18 divided by 2. Okay, so BEDMAS we're going to follow for this question. Now, here's an example of where D comes before M. Okay, and so that means division. However, division and multiplication have the same strength or power. So when it comes to division and multiplication, whichever one is to the left is the one you do first. So think of them as being the same, having the same. So brackets first, then exponents, and then division or multiplication, whichever one comes first. So multiplication's first, we work that out. 4 times 6 is 24. And then we write out the rest, plus 18 divided by 2. So now we have to look at this one here, this line. We have an addition sign and we have a division sign. Of course, now division is done next because it is above addition. So we do the division. 18 divided by 2, and that is 9. Then we write out whatever else there is, which is 24 plus. So this is our last operation. We can underline that, 24 plus 9, and that gives us 33. So there's the answer to our question here. Let's do a final example. 17 minus 2 in brackets divided by 5 plus 6. We're going to follow BEDMAS, so brackets are definitely first. So in the brackets it says 17 minus 2, so we do this first. 17 minus 2 is 15. We then write out the rest, so we have divided by 5 plus 6. Now we look at this line here. We have division and we have addition. BEDMAS, division is before addition. So we'll underline this. This is the operation we do next. 15 divided by 5 is 3, and then we write out whatever's left, which is plus 6. So there's only one operation left to do. Of course, we're going to add 3 plus 6, and that gives us 9. So there you have it. Remember to follow BEDMAS, BEDMAS.